A woman will do this when you stop contacting her. Female Psychology and Stoicism are your Part 1. The initial shock. When you stop contacting a woman, the first thing that happens is silence. At first, she might not react. She may even think, "Good, I don't need him anyway." But beneath that surface, her mind immediately notices the change. Why? Because women are highly aware of attention. They know when it's coming, and they know when it suddenly disappears. Her first thoughts, in those first few days, she tells herself she's fine. But inside, questions begin forming. Why hasn't he reached out? Did I do something wrong? Is he talking to someone else? This uncertainty is the seed of curiosity, the stoic power of silence. Most men can't handle this stage. They break the silence too soon. They panic, thinking they'll lose her forever. But the stoic man holds firm. He understands that silence is not weakness, it's strength. Because only through absence can she feel the weight of your presence. The shift begins. The longer you stay silent, the more her confidence begins to crack. At first she thought you'd always chase, but now she's starting to wonder if she ever really had control. And that thought alone changes everything. Part 2. The cracks in her confidence. As more time passes without your contact, the mask starts to slip. Outwardly, she may act strong, posting pictures showing confidence, pretending she doesn't care. But inside, the silence begins to echo what she feels. Confusion. She expected you to chase, but you didn't. Now she's questioning. Why isn't he doing what other men would do? Insecurity. She starts doubting her own value. Did I lose his interest? Am I not enough? Curiosity. She wonders what you're doing, who you're with, and why you've gone quiet. How she responds, she might. Check your social media more often. Ask mutual friends about you. Drop hints to see if you'll notice. Some women even create fake scenarios, posting things online to test if you'll react. The stoic man's role. Here's where discipline matters most. A stoic man doesn't break the silence just because she looks unbothered. He knows appearances can be deceiving. Instead, he remains calm, focused, and detached. Because the longer he holds steady, the more the pressure builds inside her. The turning point. This stage is crucial. Her confidence begins to turn into doubt, and that doubt soon transforms into a powerful desire. A desire to hear from you again. Part 3. The subtle signals. She sends when the silence stretches. Her curiosity grows too strong to hide. That's when she starts testing the waters. Not with direct confessions, but with small signals. Signs she's breaking down random messages, a casual "hey" or "what's up." That seems harmless, but deep down it's her way of checking if you'll respond. Social media engagement. Suddenly she's liking old posts, watching your stories the moment you upload, or leaving subtle comments. Indirect contact. She might talk to mutual friends about you, knowing it will get back to you. Emotional hooks. Out of nowhere, she'll bring up memories. Remember when we... just to reopen a door. Why she does this? She's trying to reclaim the attention she once controlled. Your silence has flipped the dynamic. And now she feels the need to reach out, even in small ways. The stoic response. A stoic man doesn't rush in with excitement. He doesn't shower her with the attention she's craving. Instead, he responds calmly, if at all, keeps his energy controlled, lets her effort increase before giving more of himself. The hidden effect. Every time she sends a signal and you remain calm, her desire intensifies because now she realizes, I'm chasing him, and he's not even chasing back. And that's the moment her obsession begins. Part 4. When curiosity turns into obsession. At first, she only wanted to check if you still cared. But the longer you remain calm and detached, the more her emotions begin to take over. What started as curiosity now turns into something deeper, a quiet obsession. How obsession shows up. More frequent messages. She doesn't just send one "hey." She starts checking in regularly, hoping for your attention. Jealousy triggers. If she sees you focusing on your life, your goals, or maybe other people around you, she feels an unexpected sting of jealousy. Increased effort. Suddenly, she's the one initiating plans, suggesting meetups, or finding excuses to reconnect. Emotional outbursts. If her attempts don't work, she may even get frustrated, asking things like, "Why don't you talk to me anymore?" Why it happens, because your silence proved something powerful. You don't need her to feel complete. That realization creates both respect and longing. A woman is most drawn to the man she cannot fully control. The Stoic advantage: this is where discipline becomes your greatest weapon. The Stoic man doesn't suddenly flip the script and start chasing again. He continues to stay centered on his mission. Engage only when her actions are consistent. Remain calm, no matter how emotional she becomes. The transformation at this stage, the dynamic has completely shifted. She's no longer the one ignoring, she's the one trying to win back the man she thought she could take for granted. And that's the ultimate power of silence. A woman will do this when you stop contacting her. Female Psychology and Stoicism Part 5. The final shift: when your silence forces her to reflect, she begins to realize something she never expected. She thought you would always chase. She thought she had endless control over your attention. But now she sees that your value isn't dependent on her validation. Her realization: she misjudged you. She expected weakness, but found strength. She feels the loss. The absence of your attention hits harder than your presence ever did. She wants to reconnect, not because she's doing you a favor, but because she fears losing you completely. Your Stoic power, and here's the truth: the goal was never to make her chase. The goal was to build yourself so strong, so calm, and so grounded that whether she stays or leaves, you remain unshaken. A Stoic man doesn't play games. He lives by discipline, self-respect, and clarity. And that's what makes him magnetic. The lesson: silence isn't about manipulation. It's about showing, without words, that you don't need anyone's approval to stand tall. It's about creating space where she chooses to step closer, not because you begged, but because your strength left her no choice. The closing truth: a woman will test. She will ignore. She will wait for you to chase. But when you stop contacting her, when you walk in silence with Stoic discipline, she won't be able to ignore the pull. And in the end, she'll realize the man she thought was replaceable is the man she can't forget.